bad games in the end of 2020. So that's a good sign for G2. We've got a full rush into B to start off round number 2.
Good couple kills from Nexa. Trade back with the Galil of Electronic. This is working wonderfully for G2 because Kenny just got a scout kill and follow-up damage. Perfecto gets hit by both those scout shots. Bomb clearly in the open. And G2 looking to rob back with a double scout force. But it's simple. And we all know what he can do. But the damage output from the...
Momentum has been stolen back. Boomich. Oof. The clothesline. As soon as he drops down the ladder, Almanac's out. No damage on him. And he recovers some grenades as well as a UMP.
Tech9 headshot like a delete key. Just disappeared.
Boomich has not had a great event. It's been up and down. Yesterday played well. Day before, really badly. Same for Electronic. He played well yesterday, really badly the day before. So, you know, s1mple been one of the only consistent factors, as usual. But you need to have some kind of core. You can have 2 liabilities. You've got to have 3 consistent performers.
flamie not finding anything yet. Nexa just puts himself in position for the deagle to pop off. We've got a second player at this B ramp from NaVi, just kind of challenging down into the site. That's Boomich getting wild with the ump. I love this. Based off of seeing Nexa cross, I think flamie tells Boomich he can make this deep run, and the damage is significant. Hunter's inside of this A site as we see the bomb carrier come out onto A, and Electronic, good wrap around to the bomb site, tapping away. He gets 2 off the Tech9. We've got Kenny S inside the site being skewered, and sure enough, NaVi look to take this right back.
It says nowhere in the textbook, the Tech9, to take your time. It's written in no line, but Electronic shows us a way to make that work. I can't believe he actually gets the 3rd or 2nd kill in that spot, but because of that lurk from Boomich, like, that... It's the idea that if he doesn't die when he's at that point, that he can come through with some kind of insane flank they could take outside. But even if he gets spotted when he's at that point, the CTs are so worried about what they don't know that they're forced to rotate a little bit. And then the fact the attack is already coming on the outside means that stuff like Electronic finding those kills can happen. But they had too many gaps there. And no one watching Ivy, no one holding back lanes, and...
Boomich gonna wait out this smoke grenade. And we see these CTs start to walk forward. We've had them get curious towards T-Con. This time they find their fight before it, and niko doubling down onto Perfecto to get the man advantage. s1mple comes hunting back, however, just kind of peering through the T-Con. And again, trying to paint that picture of op v op. Amanek still sits back on Ivy with no pressure being applied from NaVi.
G2 not looking for any more information. They don't really need to at this point, and they lack the mobility as well. Plus, they got a Dedi op for Ivy. They don't have to push this. niko, top blue. Holding and waiting. They're gonna spot each other. So, this is the good sandwich. Molly lands on top of blue as well. But he's already repositioned, still gets killed by flamie.
Yeah, it does damage, but flamie succeeds regardless. 9 HP, 2 ops in this play. If that bomb goes down, things get a little precarious.
Whoa.
Nexa's gonna be mollied out of it. Bomb is thrown to the dirt by Amanek. This is gonna be a tough cross. s1mple eats a flashbang. That's 2 targets kind of jumping between the scope of Amanek. Now it's on Nexa, but s1mple gets the better of him, and sure enough, that's the cover he needed. And now we're talking 3 ops in a 2v2. A peek from s1mple is punished. Can Electronic close this clutch? Kenny's already on the low HP.
They're scared.
They don't have a flash. They don't have a smoke. They're just going to have to hit this shot, and they all get...
So if they think there's 2 ops, this makes a lot of sense. Yeah, they're going for it. They're crossing the site. Nexa doesn't even know how far they've gotten.
Boomich, he's deep. But Nexa, he caught him here last time this happened, and sure enough, it unfolds the same way.
It may or may not matter. We'll see, because it's still 2 ops.
And flamie is going to take the exact same position. Nexa, not ready for this one. Down he goes, back into the even 4v4. Another player peeking out from Z. Of course, 2 CTs from Spawn. And flamie continues on with this forward spot. He gets a headshot into Amanek. Fire kind of pushes him back ever so slightly, but this whole play by flamie pushes G2 even further. They're going to concede with the save.
That's another situation where Boomich is super sacrificial, but he guarantees information. The one player back there, he can tell his teammates, plus the ops are so slow. Like, they're really slowing everything down when it comes to taking B back. Huge. And then Electronic is set up perfectly in the 2v3.
Got a little scary with niko in that ladder room, but, you know, a couple of casualties and they got that back. Could have been better, could have been worse for NaVi, of course. And this round kicks off very quickly with a glass cannon op kill from Amanek. Again, we see G2 with the double op setup, and again we see Amanek back here towards Ivy. Sometimes this has kind of gone uncontested, more of the presence coming from the front side of the A site. So let's see what NaVi have in store for us with 3 players here on Ivy.
They usually haven't been dedicating too many resources. So, of course, you bring this many people here simply because of the utility. You need to smoke and resmoke, and then sometimes use 3 in total, but you've got to do this. Jump across, plus the op, plus a player who's going to fall back. And in the past, they've been going with just 1, working it with the smoke, spamming, walking up. And now they've only got the Ivy attack, which really strips things down, makes it one-dimensional. Omnic holding this angle should be just fine for him, and he really doesn't need to do any more than this.
Nope, just sit on this passive angle and make sure that Na'Vi can't get away with much. Simple's anticipating a peek, perhaps.
It's a good flash for him. Something that would be...
Ooh, Molly's looking like it could have been good enough. But Amanek, despite not having any Kevlar, puts up 3 kills this round. Kicked it off with that opening pick as he exited out from Z, and then just these passive holds over on Ivy side to really nullify Na'Vi in all regards.
So in terms of solutions, of course, you know, the fact that G2 are getting the kills at T-Con is really massive. This is a new round from Na'Vi because they haven't gone so heavy on Ivy in the past, but this is something they can do on this next round as well. If they want to try to do a heavier lean towards B, maybe 1 up on the round, and then take over T-Con control early. So let's see where the setup takes us. It's been a very interesting game so far. We don't have any CTs inner just for the moment. Expectant of a really heavy outside hit. And does this mean that they're going to go and try to take over a T-Con control? Looks like they're very close to it, but not exactly inside yet. I don't see any Flasher as well. And Hunter, well, he gets beasted. The double drop, but it's dry. I don't think they throw a single nick.
They just fall right in. Hunter, he was flirting around with the doorway and then kind of peeks a little bit too much into it, and they're right there. So, caught him off.
That was so tricky.
Sneaky beaky. We've got this walkout from Boomich. Nexa's down by the oil tankard, but kind of stuck to the wall. So this could create a bit of false confidence, I think, in terms of pulling a player into B. Still plenty of time, and he repositions back towards Z instead. So his smoke's gone, his incendiary's been used. Nexa sits on a single flashbang, and I think it's for that reason that he changes places with Amanek.
Yep, the rotation's not all that good right now. G2, small gap in their defense, and Amanek you can expect to get flashed out of this. They're not in a bad position to try to retake if they want to, but this is definitely the right play for Na'Vi.
Amanek better hit this shot, and we saw some clean kills last round.
Oh, they're pushing Ivy.
Oh, he missed it. Sure enough, Ivy push is going to give them the info, but they've kind of lost a bit of the bomb site already.
Good flashes.
Electronic up close in the face of Kenny, who manages to stay standing. But again, all this forward control from Na'Vi is going to put G2 in a tough spot. Amanek hits his following shot, and Electronic falls away from this.
Oh, he fell out of the outpost. There's no way they're going to expect this. And Nexa gets caught as well.
Yeah, big wraparound from Nexa, all the way from Ivy through the T-spawn into the upper box halls. But then Electronic and Perfecto simultaneous frags, s1mple adding 1 to the tally, puts Kenny S, who was tagged to 5 early on the retake attempt, to just concede this 9th. That's right, 9th T-round win for Na'Vi.
And they play well there's no luck involved, man. That's no luck involved.
Movement from G2, shuffling Kenny S over to the B bomb site. Allows for Nexa to remain up close, and he's getting a bit adventurous here towards the box halls, where sure enough, we have these T's setting up. He's actually peeking around the corner, Nexa. Right into the kill as Amanek holds on Ivy. There is this attempt at T-Con, though. They haven't shown their hand just yet, but Nico's not falling for the engagements elsewhere. He holds his ground as Flamey comes down ramp. We do get that 3rd CT moving towards B, but here comes Perfecto, making contact versus niko. Amanek's able to give that cover, and so s1mple has everything to do, but how does he do that? Ladder to ladder warfare. Hits him with the no-scope, slaps him with the style.
Can we just get like an odds calculator on that? Because he's on the ladder, no scopes with an op. That's got to be like one of the lowest probability op shots.
I mean, you run that through our AI predictor, and the machine just
just kind of being dead weight a little bit. But then Electronic walked into him after his team got the first kill. So, is there a chance that he actually re-peaks this? He's got no nade support, so it doesn't seem like he's going to get flashed in. But Omnek's been very, very patient about just sitting here.
Eats the grenade, but so be it. Yeah, and Amanek's a bit of a machine tonight. Just cold and calculated, falling off these angles step by step and taking players with him. Hunter gets aggressive into the T-Con. There's this attempt at a fight from Perfecto. Good crisp headshot. Kicks it off quick. Suddenly, G2 feel a bit pressured here. They're sandwiched, and Boomich, he slipped through the smoke grenade. Executes Amanek above. Now comes niko at bat, getting hit from both directions. Finds the damage on Boomich, but so be it. 30 seconds. Nexa Kenny S, 2 versus 4. And Nexa, well, he jumps up onto the bomb site. Seeing Boomich climb that ladder gives him a bit more info, but now he's also offered his position over. Perfecto, he's going to go ahead and take to the trains. Kenny S gets... Utility sails forward. Kenny S gonna get aggressive here in the upper halls. That could net him an opening pick, but Perfecto, despite being kind of pinned into the corner, takes one with him. Kenny and Hunter with a kill apiece, but s1mple gonna try to give chase, and the Deagle does some damage, but doesn't do the deed.
A little risky, but...
Frag grenade, nice. Hunter dodges, though, for the most part. A Boomich and Electronic 2v4. More than a minute left. They've got that bomb. If they focus onto the B site, then it's just a matter of killing Kenny. Whew, but he's got himself another. Kenny S, 2 kills from this B bomb site. Now Electronic, who lives his life in the shadow of s1mple. He's looking to emerge from it with a 1v4. Nexus guy eyes on this smoke. So the moment it fades, Electronic should be dead. Oh, wait, there's another one. Kenny.
NaVi, really, really smart moves. All their individuals firing off. Not the s1mple show at all.
But it still looks s1mple. NaVi not even breaking a sweat to get this substantial lead. A T-sided pistol. That's it! That's it right there! 4 headshots for niko in the pistol. G2 kickstart this comeback.
The assassin. After this disgusting sequence from s1mple as well.
Oh, that P250.
Instant answer back onto s1mple, and then this 1v2.
I love the fact he takes to the top of the train. He gets both of those CTs to kind of come out and peek him, and then he uses that lower angle on the right side peak to section off 1v1. He kills the guy closest to the corner. He knows his prey is standing in the open, and the Lion runs him down. We may have a game on our hands. We'll see if G2 can convert off of the back of this. Triple Mac 10 versus the 2 scouts of NaVi. Good thing he was
Couple of warning shots, yeah. He was 2 levels deep, and he's already crouching looking down, right? He knew it was coming.
That's like some Final Destination stuff. Looks up. What was that? 2 kills back. Perfecto stops it. NaVi, force by win.
Man, we got too many gods in the server at the moment, man. This wasn't even the s1mple show at the 11-4 scoreline, but in the second half, he's really turning it up like crazy. So much ADR here on the play, but I have to say, before they came out, you could feel this coming a little bit. You used so many nades from G2's side early on, and then you don't execute. You have 30 seconds left. You get outside, and then you don't have a way to flash s1mple permanently from his position. You need to give yourself more time to be able to approach the site safely, and you could tell that they were a little bit scared. And niko almost saved him, but it's too late at that point. You can't do it again.
G2 now looking worse for wear. Upgraded pistols, no utility. They've got 3 players here inside of the ladder, and s1mple's only going to find himself the 1. Boomich trades right back. M4A1S is up, but it's under question. Electronic, he's going to get the multi-kill they need. Those G2 just kind of hit the brakes a bit. Perfecto's here on the B-bomb site alone. And a flashbang down the ladder. Perfect. Damanek catching Boomich, getting the 5v4.
That was so sick. Like looking up, running forward into that drop down. Really smooth transition. And yeah, the early 5v4. It's pretty good. Man advantage is a tricky thing on train. It may or may not matter. Depends what goes on. Versus these B hits. Oh, this fallback spray looks decent, but Almanac gets another one.
Yeah, it's s1mple. He's going to take to the spindle, pops up, and hits that off shot, but he's losing teammates all around him. s1mple can't find the flick because Nexus got his head. It is all on Flamey instead, and he has to concede here.
Rounds to work with, but yeah, nice round overall from G2. Love what Almanac was doing. And you just see, like, he showed his whole role in this round, right? Dropping down ladder as an aggressive lurk, plus being the entry at the exact same time, in the exact same round, entering into the B site. He really does do a whole lot for a G2 on these T sides. But apart from that, no chance. Dude, this...
Boomich hoping somebody sticks their eyes over, like Vinny in his player cam. But nothing coming his direction whatsoever. We've already got G2 very much going to challenge this upper part of the B site, and Flamey's only good for that 1 first kill. Perfecto, it's going to get challenged from a few different spots, and we've seen him kind of heated
You could jump up
in this position. Boomich wastes no time, and they think they have that ladder. Watch. Boomich is the playmaker. Big time. And if Perfecto gets success, then it's even better. He's creeping and crawling, and sure enough, it's Kenny who's about to get shanked. Boomich just executes him into the double peak. Perfectly played. There's nobody else inside of this bomb site because Niko was back watching ladder. Now he needs to come in massive with the 1v3, and Boomich is just going to jump on top of this timing. Boomich the nuisance.
It's a good nade. A very good nade.
Yeah, Niko's pissed. Down to half health.
See the CT side, really, really proactive here. Lots of spam, lots of smoke, and we'll see once this goes up what the play will be for the CT side. They're kind of camped out a bunch of different positions, but they're all close up within smokes outside, so they could potentially go for T-con control if they'd like to, or take over ladder. Boomich hasn't been shy here at all. And as for G2, they've put a lot of pressure on, but they haven't actually done anything, or, you know, potentially threatened a position like Olaf Meister. No one's there. So for Navi, I don't think they're too scared. They really know a lot at this moment. Kind of in a retake position on the inside, but it just doesn't really matter if you don't have a kill on the T side. They'll be comfortable to think about a retake if they have to. And look who's coming up the ladder right behind.
As Perfecto, yet once more starts to lock it down on the B site. But even with Boomich dying, Electronic takes his place, trades out Hunter. Man advantage here for Navi. A 4 versus 3 advantage to take away map 1. And these T's with the bomb planted start to work forward. It works out well so far. Niko gets that headshot, starts to look back towards flank. He could go up here and take a post plant. It's not like they have a Molotov to deny a defuse. They just need to kind of hold their ground, hit their shots, and keep this first map rolling. Grenade on Perfecto, not going to find anybody because Nexus starts to round the corners. Kenny gets a kill, the off peaks, and Perfecto, he's got himself a third. It's on to Niko with 50 HP, a second nade takes him to 3,